Welcome back. We're unpacking Bill C-47, which is now law. And joining me to share his perspectives and expertise is Shawn Buckley, who is the president of the Natural Health Products Protection Association, also known as NHPPA. Shawn, thanks again for joining me. Whenever we hear of new regulations or expansion of powers to regulate certain things, we all immediately think, well, there must be something harmful with this product. So, or this is done, and it's always usually done under the guise to prevent harm. So my very basic question, are natural products harmful?
So, and it's a really good question, and I hope your audience will listen to what I say is whenever government tells you that you need to be protected from something, you have to ask yourself, well, they're telling me there's a risk. How does it compare with other risks? So, Tanya, I had done an access to information request probably about 12 years ago, asking Health Canada. Since 1965, we've had a robust adverse reaction reporting system. Point out to me a single credible report of death caused by a natural health product, and they couldn't. And we all hear, oh, there's this or this or this, but the reality is you're 14 times more likely to be struck by lightning than to be harmed by a natural health product. And
Wow.
peanut butter is so much more dangerous than all of the natural health products, the 70 or 80,000, however there are on the market. Peanut butter is dramatically more dangerous. Any risk analysis person will tell you that outright, because you have to search hard for a credible report of a death caused by a natural health product. But every month in Canada, a number of Canadians die from peanut butter each year. We could use Tylenol as an example. That single over-the-counter drug causes about 40 deaths a year taken as directed. Let's
Wow.
just ignore the ones where people overdo. Well, it's considered ultra safe. 1 death per million is ultra safe in the drug approval world. So Tylenol is actually considered ultra safe. But a year of Tylenol use, there's no way we could point to 40 deaths in all of Canadian history caused by natural health products. So what are we talking about? But even more importantly is if you're going to say something's risky, so let's regulate it more. Like, we've already moved halfway into the drug model, and we've lost a lot of products, and we've lost a lot of effective products, and we've stopped innovation in its tracks.
Give me an
Well,
example of some of the products we've lost.
well, so off the top of my head, I mean, we used to have a list of about 60,000, like just complete lines that we lost. But what we used to do, so Tanya, how it used to work is a product would come on the market, a multi-ingredient product. So let's say Strauss Heart Drops, for example. That's a product I had a court case where I was calling witnesses who basically were only alive because of that product. Or True Hope absolutely. It was quite staggering if we had time to tell the story. Or True Hope EM Power Plus, where I mean, I was calling witnesses who said I was going to commit suicide if I ran out. And I called the president of the Alberta branch of the Mental Health Association, who held a press conference every time one of their members died. And the court found it was legally necessary for True Hope to continue selling in the oral decision, or there'd be more deaths. The
Wow.
written decision is a little more tamed down. So we're talking life and death, and I can't lecture anywhere without people coming up to me afterwards and saying, I've got this condition. I tried to manage it on all of the pharmaceutical drugs my doctor was giving me. I had no quality of life, and then they're managed on a natural health product. Like, we're literally talking for many people life and death, and the innovation, things like True Opium Plus or Strauss Heart Drops, has stopped. And what Health Canada doesn't do is they don't take into account, well, we say we need to overregulate to, protect you. Well, what's the danger of removing products from the market? Because the reason why they're popular with Canadians are they work. I mean, Tanya, if you were taking something and it wasn't helping you, you wouldn't buy it again. It's that
Right.
simple. And Canadians aren't stupid. And so if you're taking something and you realize it's helping you, you continue taking it. And if it isn't helping you, you stop taking it. And that's, there's always been that trial and error. But when Health Canada is saying we need stricter regulation to protect you from something that is safer than peanut butter, and yet they don't take into account the fact that, well, we're driving prices up so fewer Canadians can now access it. every time you regulate something more strictly, you lose manufacturers, you lose distributors, you lose products.
Right.
And so what's the health consequence of that? If you want to tell us something's for our health, then you do a balanced risk analysis. That's when you know the government's just fleecing you, is when the risk analysis isn't balanced.
Okay, we've got to pause it there, but we'll be back in just a few moments.